Hi! Today on the Blue Files we're going to be learning how to color in our Zen art books. Just how to take 15 minutes out of your day, maybe 10 depending on how busy you are. Maybe you have more time and you want to spend an hour or so. But we're going to show you today how to do that and what best to use when doing your artwork. So today we have two books that I've chosen. The first one is Daydream Designs, is the designer series, and it is produced by Kappa Adult Coloring Books. You can get these for relatively about $1, $1.50 at the Dollar General, or if you want to buy the ones that are a little bit nicer, you can go to places like Hobby Lobby, or if you have in your neighborhood a Michael's or a Joann's, they also sell these. They're relatively cheap. They're about $4, maybe to $5, depending. Or you can go with a deluxe book, which this one I purchased from Barnes & Noble. That's where it was. And this one is Colorama, and it comes with bonus pencils, but I choose to actually get rid of these or give them to my kids because they don't work very well. They'll do like basic coloring and things, but when you're using them, the leads break very easily. You have to sharpen them a little bit more, and the colors don't blend as well. So this is our second book that I chose for today, and it is a lot more intricate. It has a little bit more in-depth designs. So like if you love to color, which I do, and if you love to do artwork, if you freehand or anything like that, you can really get a kick out of some of these designs in here because they are tremendous. They're just amazing. And so anyways, we have those two books that we're going to be looking at today. And then I brought with me my pencil case. This one actually holds a total, I think, of 48 colored pencils. And I decided to go with Sargent Art, which is a brand that is sold by Hobby Lobby. They blend very well. I've organized my pencils because I have OCDs, but you can just put them in here in whatever fashion that you want, and or in a bucket or something like that. You don't have to have the super nice pencils. I just choose these because they blend so well and because it gives your artwork a little bit more of a pop. So we're going to be using these today. So the first one that I'm going to do is the Daydream Designs. I'm just going to flip forward to something that seems nice to me for today. So let's see, this one looks good. So we're going to start with our picture laid flat on a nice hard surface. You want to make sure that there's no bubbling or that you're not doing it on like a tablecloth that can slide, because you'll get really aggravated when you go to actually color and your book slides around like that. So we're going to do this one. And I'm going to pick a green shade. I'm going to go with the light green. And what you're going to want to do, this is what I do, it just adds some, flair to it, is I darken on the edge of the black lines. I just go and I trace with my colored pencil, and it really helps when you are doing a lot of the coloring inside the lines, because it just pops. It makes it really come out. So first I trace a little bit. I get my lines really nice. You can go back over them several different times if you'd like. It's just whatever, suits you. And then once you've traced your line, you can choose to go with a darker line on the outside and a lighter color on the inside, or you can use the same pencil Like I said, this one is light green. I did the outside of the line, and then what you want to do is hold your pencil at an angle and go up and down really lightly, not really dark, just pressing gently, and you go all in the same direction because your lines will look much better and smoother after you get finished with your picture. So you just go up and down, go up and down, and you color it all in, and it gives this really nice fluid clean line. This right here is the line that I did in the light green. Now I'm going to switch colors, and I'm going to show you a little bit of a different color with dark blue for the flower. We're going to do the flower right here in the middle. So right here. And we're going to trace these inner lines just like this. Tracing them as we go, making them nice and dark so that they pop. Then I'm going to trace the outside of the flower just like that. Don't have to be extremely perfect because, you know, it's a coloring. It's just you and your time relaxing. If you get a little off the lines, so what? It's your artwork. It doesn't matter. If you're making it for somebody else and they have a problem, well, then they're not a very good friend and they don't understand what relaxing means. So, I've taken it and I've done the outside. I have darkened all of the lines, and now same color because I don't really like to switch to a lighter one, but you can. Sorry, upside down. Dark blue. We're going to go back in here, same direction as we did with the green, up and down. You can choose left or right if you wish. If you're a left-hander, maybe that's more comfortable. Then you're going to go up and down, just inside those lines that you did, up and down, till it is filled all the way in. Hope you're having a wonderful day today as you watch this video. Hope it's relaxing enough for you to not be annoyed with the repetitiveness of it. But I hope that at the end you will understand how to color correctly and neatly and have beautiful artwork that you can later put on display or show or take a selfie with, maybe post it to Facebook. You can also post your picture back to here if you'd like, or just comment. Say how you enjoyed it. Did it help you relax? That's what our goal is for doing today. So now I'm going to switch. I'm going to go to a dark brown. Dark brown is really nice, especially when you want to add a little bit to your artwork. That does say dark brown, but my camera is not focusing that well on that. So now we're going to move to, let's say the, oh, I know, we'll do these like tree trunk right here that comes up. Maybe the splotchy parts on it, because that looks like it would be fun just to trace those uneven, jagged lines. So that's what I'm doing. See, I made a little mistake there, whoops, on that, but that's okay because we're going to color it in. It's all going to look good. There we go. Up and down inside again. You can color them whatever color you want. I really like a lot of drawings and paintings and things like that where people have chosen to literally color them different colors. Like an elephant will be pink or will be multitonal with blues and yellows and greens. And you're just like, oh, that's really beautiful. Well, why is it beautiful? Because you've never seen anything that is like that in real life, you know? Not everything has to be just as you see it. It can be way different. It can be as you see it in your mind's eye, if you have an imagination, you can create a drawing or a painting or a coloring book with different colors. Maybe you want to add polka dots to your blue flower or stripes. You can do that too. We are not judging here. Nobody is perfect. So we intend to color as such, and it doesn't have to be great. It can be just something that you like to do. So here I've switched to a light yellow, and in the background behind the flower, in between these vines, you can take your pencil and you can just shade in a really nice light yellow color, and it will make this flower really pop. It'll bring it out much more. Plus it looks like the sun is coming in through the background. And like I said, you know, you're not perfect. Nobody is. You don't have to worry about your lines being crooked when you're not, you know, worried about it, and you just color in and make it look what you want it to look. This is looking really nice. So I've got all this colored in, and it's starting to really take on some beautiful characteristics. Really nice. There we go. So, to bring it up, this is what the finished coloring looks like for now. It's been about, 10-15 minutes. We're going to close our book, and we're going to bring forward our Magic Path. It's another book that I told you that we have, and we're going to do a little bit different coloring in this one. So I'm just going to flip it open, and I'm going to choose something that looks interesting. Let's see. Here we go. Make sure you flatten out your book. Make sure that you've got your page where you want it, and we're going to focus in. If my camera will cooperate. There we go. This guy. Really beautiful. Looks like a nice eagle. And I'm going to start with some sea green. Why sea green? I don't know. Just because I want to. So there it is. Sargent Art, sea green. And we're going to go in here, and there's very intricate little lines and details. This is the part where you don't have to trace lines. You don't have to color inside the lines even if you wish. You can actually color all over it if you wanted. Again, I use colored pencil because it's really nice and it blends well. It doesn't bleed through the paper. You use a marker or something, you're going to find that you have to put something in between your papers because it will bleed. If it even says non-bleed, or if it says what's the word I'm looking for? Acid-free or something like that. It still, to me, will bleed, or look, you'll see it on the back of the page when you turn your page. So I just use colored pencil. So here we are, and we're going to color in some of his wings. I press a little bit harder, and you don't have to color all in one direction. You can color in any direction you want. I just colored this one up. Now I'm doing diagonal for this one, and then of course we can color horizontal, and you can just color in all different directions really. You can switch it up. You can choose different colors, have different rainbow looking feathers on here, which would be very pretty too. Or you can choose to just color it straight across and leave it at that. So here we are. I've colored his ring in a sea green of color. Excellent. Putting my pencil back, so right where it belongs. And I think I'm going to grab our black. It is just black. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to darken the outside line right here and right here. And then I'm going to take the black, I'm just going to lightly, because I want to, lightly, you don't have to do it lightly or dark or whatever, I'm just going to lightly add some lines, some shading, just a little bit of everywhere. Just like that, in the background of this eagle. And then, putting my black back, I'm going to add some light blue to the same black. Not being perfect, just pretty much just coloring, enjoying, relaxing. Then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to smudge on these lines and just rub them just like that. Just kind of all over right there. And you can see it kind of blends those, it drags them together. I'm going to go back in with the light blue. I'm going to color in some more. Definitely looking good. I like that. Wonderful. Beautiful artwork. Put that one back in my pencil case. And now I'm going to grab my red violet. I'm just going to come in here and put some streaks going to the right. And then maybe darken a little bit on the edge. And here at the bottom. And maybe a little bit right here in the middle. Just like that. And around the bird. And then I'm going to set that aside. Take my finger again. And I'm going to smudge it. Just like that. All different directions. See, now it looks like a rain shower has come and the bird is sitting watching the rain shower. So, for today, that's all. I thank you for joining us on the Blue Files, and I hope that you return and come back soon. Hopefully you will give us a like and go and purchase some of your own Magic Path coloring books or Zen coloring books. So, thanks guys. Goodbye.